We're back with only my second reaction this year to Maria Becerra, only because I've got so many artists to go through. My channel is growing and growing and growing, and going into 23, who'd have thought that I would have thousands of people now looking at my videos, lots of comments, I mean thousands of comments, thousands of likes, and it's growing organically. So thank you everybody. Today's guest is Maria Becerra with Acamarello, which means in English candy. It's a wonderful soothing tune, I believe, but just before we get into it, let's take you on a little trip about whom this global superstar is. Maria Becerra is the most streamed artist from Argentina, and when she released a highly anticipated album titled Animal, the album came on the heels of Becerra becoming the first Argentine singer to surpass 24 million monthly listeners on Spotify. She also premiered the music video Wow Wow, which featured Becky G. Then the singer has gone on to top being just Argentina's top female singer in Latin music to a global pop superstar. In Vivo on YouTube's list of most viewed Latin music videos in 21 in the US, Becerra had 2 videos in the top 10. Her collaboration, Kimi Pue with J Balvin, reached the top 10 on Spotify's Global 200 chart. The song has streamed over 244 million streams. Becerra teamed up then, as I've just mentioned, with Becky G for a single Wow Wow, and the girl power anthem Overcoming Heartbreak streamed them, let's just see, 28 million streams on Spotify when it was released, and over a period of a couple of months. It shows the versatility on the album with different flavored songs, and the heartfelt song got over 11 million streams, Mi Debilidad, which is about vulnerability. Now, different songs came with the album and different reactions, but the one thing about Maria Becerra is she got millions and millions upon millions of streams on social media platform. And there's another girl power anthem on the album called Animal with Argentine rapper Kazu. That song got over 55 million streams and 81 million views on YouTube alone. This research was taken last year when the album was released. It's since gone over the 100 million. It's gone over the 50 million. She just is becoming such a sensation with every single that she releases. People are captivated by her. But yet, if I ask people on this side of the water, as they say, have you heard of Maria Becerra? A lot of people say no. And it's a pity, and that's why she's featured on my channel, because I translate all my videos into over 32 languages for you to appreciate the video. So therefore, if you don't understand the language, where words fail, her music will carry you through, her presence, and just the way she is. She's sexy, she's extremely successful, she's a great songwriter, and she works with the very best people to produce wonderfully soothing videos. And when I had seen Acamarello in the images, I said, this is the one I want to do. A lot of people have asked me to do Wow Wow with Becky G, and I will. I'll do it coming in January which is coming soon, of 23. I will do that for all the fans that have asked. Let's get on to the song itself today. Let's listen and have the lyrics in front of me, and let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy another Maria Becerra moment from Argentina. Why is she so popular? Take it away, Maria, and show the world why.
Confesarte, sabe bien que yo te quiero tener, pero ya no como te tenía antes. Tú has cambiado muchas cosas saque a mi lado. Sé que suena caramelado, pero es que tú me tienes loca. Y de lejito se me nota que no puedo sin ti aquí a mi lado. Sé que suena caramelado, pero es que tú me tienes loca. Y de lejito se me nota que no puedo sin ti, porque nadie tiene lo que tú tienes pa' mí. Me tienes loquita ese tatu. Voy a subir al cuarto para apagar la luz. Te espero ahí, acaramelao. Tú me gusta demasiado. Amo tus ojitos chinos, los tienes como culao. Si lejos de vernos juntos, que se queden enculados. Ese flow que tú manejas, lo tienes inmaculado. Yo no sé mañana si despertarás en mi cama. ¿Pa' qué dejarla lo apagada? Si yo a ti te quiero ver. Y si tú me llamas, porque te has quedado con ganas. No esperemos hasta mañana. Quiero que te saque a mi lado. Sé que suena caramelado, pero es que tú me tienes loca. Y de lejito se me nota que no puedo sin ti aquí a mi lado. Sé que suena caramelado, pero es que tú me tienes loca. Y de lejito se me nota que no puedo sin ti. Tu boca, mi boca, se buscan y eso se nota. Y eso no depende de mí, así que dejemos fluir. Tu boca, mi boca, se buscan y eso se nota. Y eso no depende de mí, así que dejemos fluir. This is the motherfucking big one. Desde mi casa, desde el planeta Nameca, todo el mundo.
I have to say that was far too short. It's like tasting the candy, the name of the song. When you think of candy, you think of candy bars, and that music, that song, that performance is just like tasting that moment when you taste a candy bar for the first time. You go, I want more. And that is what you want more musically of this wonderful, wonderful artist. She proves time and time again in her different videos, and I've seen this with Images, and I'm looking forward to keep going through all of the Animal album. Check out her links in my description. I think the album one is there. It is, and you can follow her or purchase the album itself. You won't regret it. Every song has incredible music like that you just get carried along with, and you think, wow, it's so soothing. And doesn't it prove that you don't need to know the Spanish language to actually understand what she's singing about? You almost feel the music translates it to you. I just think she's amazing. Let's get into the lyrics itself now. Great performance. Oh. Baby, tell me, it begins, if we meet again today, the truth, I have something to confess to you. You know well that I want to have you, but not like I had you before. So it opens up with a wish, a want, a desire, a need. Hey, do you want me? I want you. I'm leaving the door open. Come take a peek inside, and let's talk about how we can move together in the future. Verse 2, you have changed many things in me, and that's a little intimidating. It's weird though, I have to admit. Baby, I think I like you a lot. So there you go, somebody that comes, it's refreshing already in the lyrics, because it gives an insight when you do meet somebody and you think you're a certain way, and you think a certain way of thinking, and you do things in a certain way, and then somebody comes into your life and it all turns around. Maybe you're a hard person, you become soft. Maybe you're a person that forgets everything and suddenly you remember everything. Maybe you don't feel sexy, but now you feel alive. That kind of thing. Because I love the way she says, it feels weird to have these changes in me. In other words, you have got an influence over me already. And for me, that's never happened before. And I like the way she finishes verse 2, baby, I think I like you a lot. She's liking the change. It's not a domineering change. It doesn't sound like somebody's forcing anything on her. It's just going with personalities, going with the love, going with the relationship side of thing. Excuse me, So we go into the chorus. I want you here by my side. I know it sounds sweet, but it's that you have me crazy, and far from I can tell that I can't be without you here by my side. I know it sounds sweet, but it's you that has me crazy, and from afar it shows that I can't be without you. So she's almost loving the fact that she's got this nice change, oozy feeling about her, warm feelings about somebody. She's enjoying it, because most people in the beginning of relationships either please the other person too much, and they want to impress them, and they want to be so glamorous and talk a certain way, but this just seems to be flowing with just emotions, just the vibe, and there's a chill out feeling to it, which is nice. And she uses words sweet, things that she wouldn't have, that she probably would have read about or heard other people say, but she would never have associated those kind of words with herself. But she can't think of any other word except it is sweet. And it's like I said, her music is like tasting a candy bar for the first time. And it's like, this is how she's feeling. And even from afar, she's thinking of them. So it goes into the next verse. I can't be without you because no one has what you have. It has for me, that tattoo has me crazy. I'm going up to the room to turn off the light. I wait for you there, sweetheart. I like you too much. So she's going through the motions of when they were together, the intimacy in the bedroom, and when she turns off the light, her last thoughts about this person. She probably looks over to the other side of the bed and thinks, how empty, not just the bed, but how empty I feel without this person next to me. It continues, I love your Chinese eyes, you have them like Kung Lo. If it bothers them to see us together, let them stay in the ass. You have that flow that you handle immaculately. I don't know tomorrow if you'll wake up in my bed. Why leave the lights off if I want to see you, and if you can call me because you have been wanting? Let's not wait until tomorrow. So it repeats what I've just said. She looks over, she sees an empty bed, and she misses the eyes looking back at her. We all love a person with beautiful eyes. Your eyes can tell 1,000 things. Some people can read other people just by looking at their eyes, if they're telling the truth, lying, if they're fearful. All the emotions come through the eyes. Other people cannot. And they do it through body language. But she does it all about the sensuality about the eyes. Warms her. And as she says, turning the light off usually meant then there was a bit of intimacy, so she'd rather keep the light on. But when she does, she realizes with the light on, instead of her thoughts keeping herself warm, she's looking over at an empty bed. It continues, I want you here by my side. I know it sounds sweet, but you have me crazy, and from afar I can tell that I can't be without you by my side. So more and more she's admitting the distance, the absence of this person next to her, not being next to her, not just in the bed, but in her life, is just making her sweet and feeling different and weird. But she likes it, and she likes the fact that she's showing these emotions and experiencing them. And with other songs, it's always about heartbreak when there's distance, but with her it's about, in this song, just come on, let's just get it together. Instead of me turning on the light and looking over and seeing you not there, or walking around thinking about you, knowing from a distance we both want another chance, another time together. Let's just go with it. Let's do it. Life's too short. And then she thinks about what attracts her to this person more than anything. And it's all sensual. Your mouth, my mouth. They look for each other and it shows. And that does not depend on me. So let it flow. I love that line. It doesn't depend on me. In other words, it's not all about me and my imagination. I know that when you kiss me, you want me just as much. You're at a distance wanting me. So let's, and it's a beautiful symbolism of two people kissing, and let everything else flow. Let's just show it, but in a sensual way, in a lovely way. And then it finishes, Animal, this is the motherfucking big one. FMK, from the planet name to all the world. In other words, you know what? It's like, and then she repeats my mouth, looking for each other, and that does not depend on me. So in other words, she just says, come on, let's kiss, make up, and move on. And that's my interpretation of the lyrics, everybody. I love Maria Becker. I hope you have too. I hope you've enjoyed my analysis. I look forward in 23 of going on to that big album. I don't think I should have read that at the end there, but in the translation of the lyrics that came up. So excuse me if I have. But the rest of the lyrics, sensual, beautiful. The music was sensual. The performance was sensual. And she's a classy artist, isn't she? You want more? Click to my channel, subscribe, and there'll be more of Maria Becker in 23. Until then, I wish you all, Maria Becker fans, a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year. Keep safe. Talk soon. Bye-bye.